space. So let us first tune in, and then we're gonna start. Please bring your hands together in prayer pose, close your eyes. This one is in English because Guruka is talking English. If anyone has any problem or question, just please put it in the chat and we try to help you out. But I think you will be able to do it. So sit up straight, close your eyes, inhale. Totally exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale for Adgurename, Jugadgurename, Sadgurename, Siddhigurudevaname for protection and projection. Inhale. Adgurename, Jugadgurename, Sadgurename, Siddhigurudevaname. Adgure Nama, Jugadgure Nama, Sadgure Nama, Siddhigurudeve Nama. Adgure Nama, Jugadgure Nama, Sadgure Nama, Siddhigurudeve Nama. Inhale. Hold the breath, press your hands together. And feel how blessed you are to be in this space where we will meditate and dive deeper into the spirit of Guru Nanak, the Japji, and especially the Shalok. And we're going to do this together with Guruka Singh. I'm very pleased and happy to be again with you. I remember we talked when my first book was out a long time ago, and I don't know if you know, but Guruka has a beautiful voice, and his voice is used in many of the Sikh.net stories. So when he talks, I always hear all these stories, these kid stories that my kids used to listen to so often. So thank you, Guruka, for being here with us, for sharing your light on the Shalok and on Japji, and you have been practicing Kundalini Yoga since 1971. That's a long time. So maybe
you can... Actually 1970, you know, I didn't know what it was when I first started practicing it.
Yeah, maybe you can, you know, because many of us, we never had the chance to either practice in these days with Yogi Bhajan. It would be really nice if you can share a little bit of that experience, because I feel that spirit is what you bring also.
Well, I think our relationship, Kirtan, has been kind of mutual appreciation from afar. You know, we're physically distant, but our spirits are together.
Yes.
And, you know, we share that joy and enthusiasm together. I always feel it when we're...
Yes.
You know, lately we formed a little Japji discussion group. It happened quite spontaneously a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And the whole idea of the group was to have it be intimate and not have one person be the teacher. And also not to necessarily get too deep academically into the meanings and the words, but to share together our personal experiences of what Nanak is talking about. And it's become such a rich little group. We're only like 8 people at this point. But the beauty of it is that no one feels judged in any way. No one knows more or less, or is better or worse. We're all just together, you know, with Guru Nanak, sharing our experience. And I think that's the new model that we're coming into here as we move further into the Aquarian age, which is that every one of us is a student and every one of us is a teacher.
Right.
And sometimes I'm the learner. And sometimes the Guru puts the sound current through my mouth. But it doesn't matter where it's coming from, because it's the same whether it comes from my mouth or yours or anyone's. And the secret, as Nanak has pointed out so beautifully, is in paying attention.
Mm.
It's in learning how to listen. And to me, learning how to listen is a lifelong lesson. You know, I'm still learning how to listen.
Yes, we did a few years ago, we did Sunya was our ultimate mantra. And now this team, we felt the Shalok was the energy that was needed, because it really brings out the female and the male energy, and it brings everything together. And also when we went to France to take the video, and to we did recite it like 10 times, I don't know, but at the end you really see this radiant and this joy that came from it. And I feel that the Japji is bringing that joy. It's the meditation of the soul, and it's bringing joy into your daily life. At least this is it, what it is for me. And
I had an experience the first time I heard Japji in this lifetime, which was that it felt so familiar to me. And yet I had never heard it before in this lifetime.
wow.
It evoked something, it rang a bell, you know, inside me.
Yeah.
And reminded me of something deep. And that just from hearing it, you know.
Wow.
And that was 52 years ago.
That's amazing. Love it. Thank you for sharing. And what, yeah, of course you didn't stop.
The shlok is how he ties it all up, right? At the end.
Yes.
So we've been through all the journey of Japji. It's kind of like going to Disney World.
Hmm.
You see all the planets, you see all the people, you see all the singing, you see all everything. You see the thieves and the robbers and the blind people. You see the planets spinning in their orbits. You go on this magnificent journey of consciousness. And during that whole journey, he's teaching us the simplicity of living by the 5 virtues.
Hmm.
And then at the end, he says, you know, if you hold these to be the way to live, you can relax. Because if you're okay, it's all okay.
Yeah.
You're being taken care of.
Wow.
And I find that to be the hardest thing for many people.
Hmm.
When I get deep sometimes in conversation, especially, you know, people who say, oh, I love the Guru and this, and I say, yeah. But how deep is your trust?
Hmm.
How profound is your surrender?
Hmm. Yes.
Because if you can get in touch with the deepest longing of your heart, and you take that longing and you lay it at the feet of the Guru, there is no way that that longing will not be fulfilled.
Right. Yes, that's the power of it.
But you know, in this Western world, we're not taught to surrender. We're taught that the way of life is achievement and success and making something of yourself, as if you
Action.
weren't already everything.
Yeah.
And so from when we're little, you know, we're told we have to become something. What do you want to be?
Right.
And all the time, we're just being. And that way of upbringing, I think, is changing now. I think we're starting to understand that it doesn't matter how big you are, you're a student and a teacher. And that the one teacher prevails through you just as purely as it does through anyone else.
Right.
And so for me, the new model of teaching is teacher as companion on the path. You know, we're all helping each other along, and you're the teacher, and we're all a teacher.
Yes.
So if the Guru is within me in its purity and beauty, and the Guru is within all of you, then tag, we're it. And there's nothing left to do but ades to say ades.
Wonderful. It reminds me of lately I started to teach my children that their happiness is very important. And, you know, I tell them, you know, do it because it makes you happy. Don't do it because I tell you to do it or someone tells you to do it. But I tell them, do it whatever, you know, do whatever makes you happy. And it's been very challenging and they use it at some times, but I really feel like this is the way for me to go and to teach them to take responsibility over their feelings and over their actions. And I really, it's amazing. They always remind me on at moments that I feel like, yeah, come on, you know, I can be like, come. There are things, just life, just sometimes you have to do things, but then they say, Mama, we should do whatever we think it's making us happy, and then like, oh yeah, thank you. Then I can relax into it, and it's. I think my children are my biggest teachers. I really appreciate that very much in them. Yeah.
How beautiful that you understand that and feel that. It's so true.
Yeah. It's not always easy, but it's
Oh no. And if it were easy, they wouldn't be our teachers.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's really yeah. Of course I prepared all questions, but I always forget and always just go into the moment. So also, any one of you who is here with us, please, if you feel like I would love to ask this question, you can either open your mic or you can say it in the chat. And if you cannot speak English, you can say it in Dutch. And I will, you know, this is really an open space to learn and to be the student and be the teacher, because I think this is what we're talking about, and this is what we can just right away put into practice, because you know, all of our spirits together, and also that's why we organize the festival, and you know, coming together, this all expands our consciousness, and whatever is within you active, it's something that's within all of us, but some people can just express it more vividly than others. So don't feel shy. Really, I want to open this space for all of you. I really appreciate all of you being here, and just, you know, really feel that you also have something to contribute to this talk. This is what I wanted to say. So
Thank you for that, Kirtan. I love it if we just all be together. Whatever flows into this space is right
right.
for us to be.
Yes, because I feel it's so important that we are together, and you know, it's a lot of effort always organizing the festival and all these things, but it's when we are together, I feel like all this work load just flows off me, and I'm like, this is why I'm doing it. And it's not even me doing it, it's just being guided to do it. And the people that help us and work with us, they feel the same. It's something bigger than our individual ego thing. And
It's about a vibration.
yes.
You know, we are all biological creatures. And every biological creature moves away from things that are toxic
Mm.
and moves towards things that are nourishing.
Right.
From the most basic single cell.
Mm.
And just so, we naturally want to be in a frequency that is nourishing,
Right.
that nourishes our soul and our heart.
Mm.
And we naturally feel that we have to protect ourselves or pull away sometimes if we're in an energy that isn't in the frequency that we're in.
Yes.
And so the ability to hold that frequency becomes much easier when we're together, because we can all vibrate together. And when we do that, something happens called resonance.
Mm.
And you know resonance, when you play a note on the piano and the same string on the guitar starts vibrating.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that's what happens in us, in our bodies, you know. And we all start vibrating on that same frequency together. And there's no substitute for that.
Mm.
So, how beautiful that you have this festival.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Anyone already has a question or something to add? I know you do. But if not, then I will, yes. Maybe we can dive a little
I'll
bit.
just say this,
Yes.
feel free to interrupt whenever the spirit moves you.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
that freedom in place, let's go.
Yeah. Yes. So maybe we can go a little bit deeper now into the slok and the meaning of the slok. Like you said, we don't want to make it academic from the head, but really from the experience. Could
Well,
you?
I want to turn it around.
All right.
I want to hear from everyone
All
what
right.
their experience of the slope is, because my experience of it is just my experience of it. So let's you've been practicing it. You're doing a 40-day sadhana on it. What's been your experience?
Right. I love that. Well, I can start because for me, it's when we do this also with the celestial, it really makes it easy to understand the meaning of it. Really, it's so beautiful done by Pritam Dharma. It's really like Pavan Guru when you really feel the air, and then it's Panipita, you feel the water, and then you feel like the earth, so you sing, and then it's like day and night. It's really like, and then you bring it back close to yourself, or you're either far, far away, and then it's like this, this sweat, you touch your third eye, and you really work hard, so you feel like, oh, the hard work, I'm done with hard work, and I really feel like I'm done with it. And then you bow to Nanak. I really feel like, okay, whatever is, I cannot, it's not on my list, I cannot do this, Guru. I know I should do it, or I know it's somewhere on my list, but please, I give it to you. So I give it to Nanak. So I say, I bow my head and say, okay, I can't do this. And then it's like, wow, I feel so happy and so radiant and so liberated. Like, that's from my shoulders. I can go again. And this is how this has been my experience. And I really feel like, like,
As you talk, I feel your joy. And that's how we take many others along, because our joy is so contagious that
yes.
people want to be in that joy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really like it really liberated. So and sometimes we can feel that heaviness, and I
Yeah.
and I really do this. Everything that's I cannot do myself, I put it in my hands and I say, Guru Nanak, please take care of it. It's on my plate, but you take care of it. You're the manager, and whatever comes, I will do. But I can't do everything. So yeah, this is how I relate to the Guru, and it makes it very practical and very personal, and not something like, I have the guru here in my home and I wake it up and I put it to bed every day and I do the hukam and I do all these things. But this makes it very personal and very practical, and I really feel the support. And things come on my path and people come, I'm like, wow, you're so powerful. I'm like, oh yeah, it's guru. It's not me. It's try to be humble and
But
just wow. Yeah.
but isn't that the paradox? Because the guru is in you
Yes.
and coming through you, through your radiance, through your joy, through your words.
Yes.
And yet in our consciousness, we know it's not us personally. And that's where the daagse to say daagse comes. That
Mm.
at a certain point, and what the Shalok says is that it's all taken care of.
Yes.
You know,
Maybe for the ones that don't know the meaning of ades to say ades, maybe you can.
a daagse is bow,
Yeah.
put your head down.
Yes.
It's when you have no words and your gratitude has filled your heart so much that it spills over
Yeah.
and there's nothing to do but put your head down.
Yes. Mm.
It's a relationship.
Mm.
You expressed it so beautifully, Kirtan. If you resonate to these frequencies, then you are in relationship with Guru.
Yes.
Whether you've heard it before or whether you've not heard it before, no matter what you believe or think. And that relationship is beyond time and space. And it's the only relationship
That's
that
right.
goes with us outside of time and space.
Right.
And so, every relationship takes work. So, if you want to really have quality time together, that's what sadhana is about for me. It's
Mm.
about a time of day when I cannot be immersed in the world,
Mm.
but just be in the purity of that vibration.
Yes.
And then, everything during the day is part of that sadhana because you have to face each thing in your own sovereign consciousness,
Mm.
in the depth of your being. Because all the rest is just social games. And some people like social games more than others. Some people do them very playfully, but don't take them seriously because they're fun. They're just a way of connecting. But ultimately, what gets us high is talking about truth.
Right.
We've had lifetimes of bullshit, and we have a longing
Mm.
for the purity and clarity of our own crystalline consciousness. And Japji gives us the tools to live by.
Mm.
What does it mean to be a person of truth? Nanak says, be a person of truth. What does that mean?
Mm. True to yourself, huh?
Well, what it means to me, you have to answer that question within yourself.
Right.
But what it means to me is to see clearly and to accept everything that's coming, even if it feels uncomfortable or awkward, whatever it is, that I allow myself to be fully present with it
Mm.
because it's just what is. I had someone come up to me outside the Gurudwara once and he said to me, "Why are you so happy?" And I said, "Why are you not?"
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I was nuts. But it was an honest question.
Yeah. Thank you. I saw someone writing something in the chat.
I'm going to just add something there for you.
Yeah.
You know, this is just something that I think with your happiness, yeah. So at your lowest, Waheguruji is, you know, our hope. And then when you think of it at your darkest, Waheguru or Nanak is your light. And then you go in a little further when you get into your weaknesses. You know, he becomes your strength with the bhavan. You know, you're breathing it, you're living it, you're walking it. And then at your saddest, and this is where, you know, I picked up on your happiness, is that, you know, every day is a happy day if you allow it. So I'm just going to add that to it and just feel how that, you know, those feel for you within you, because each one of us will have a different aspect of what is your lowest and how you feel hope from it, or how you see the light of Nanak. In your darkness, do you see the light of, you know, the light of Nanak, or do you just see a light at all? At your weakest, where is your strength coming from? It's from the light within you, from Nanak, or, you know, maybe Christ, or whatever you want to call it. And then at your saddest, or when you're grieving, you know, the way to look at it, Waheguruji is there, or the light is there of Nanak to give you that happiness. So I'll just share that.
No, that's so true.
Yes.
Thank you for that. You know, we've been taught our whole lives to look outside ourselves for happiness. You know, I want this toy. If I get that toy, I'll be really happy. It starts when we're really little. You know, that we are made to believe that our happiness is dependent on external things. The thing we don't understand, because we're not taught, is that there are no external things.
Yeah. It's all inside. And we create our own reality with our own thoughts, right?
We do. But, you know, ultimately, there comes a time in the majesty of the One and in that divine fire that we have to let go of all our expectations, assumptions, and even our beliefs.
Yes.
Because whatever you think, it's more than that.
Right. Yes. I love this, because a belief is just a thought that you've been thinking so many times. And because you have been thinking it so many times, it really has this momentum, and it's you feel it's the truth. But is it really the truth, or is it just because you have been thinking it so much, so it's your truth?
And then you have to recognize it as just a thought.
Yes. Yeah. We have a whole journey to go, right?
But isn't it fun that we get to do it together?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, I'm so grateful.
Yeah. Yes, and that we are aware of it, and that we know that it works this way, and that the things that we believe because we have been thinking it so many times. So we can also think something else many times, and we can learn or have a different belief.
And then we can let go, and it's still all okay.
Yeah. I love that feeling.
Yeah, I think it's the way we're supposed to live. We're just living in a time where there's a tremendous pressure from the environment upon us. And that pressure is inside of us also. And we share it. It's not being caused by big corporations or greedy people. it's not being caused by anything except the one. It's just part of how we have to grow.
Right.
And we can look at the world through so many different lenses. And lately I have fun switching my lens around. I look at it one way, and it looks one way, and then I go, oh, let me move over here and look at it from this side and see how it looks, And I see these natural disasters and things that are happening around the world, fires and floods, the sea level rising, and I feel grateful. I feel grateful because I know there's a bigger plan. And I know that many people will not be able to see each other or hear each other or feel each other until something upsets their normal routine.
Right.
Until hearts are calling out, and people need to answer the call.
Right.
And that is the power that will help bring humanity together. Because otherwise, everyone is just stuck in their head, in their beliefs.
Yeah,
So I think all these things are blessings.
Yes, these are the wake-up calls.
I experience them as blessings.
Yeah. I can feel that. Also, when we had this COVID situation, we were forced to go inside.
Yeah.
Not just inside our own homes, but really also inside our own souls, and be with yourself and be okay or not.
And nobody could have expected or planned it.
No.
And yet everybody's priorities got resorted.
Right. Yeah. It was amazing experience.
And you watch people try to go back to the way it was, because you can't do it, because the whole world has changed.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I can really feel and relate to that. Does anyone has a question for Guruka?
Just something you want to share?
Something you want to share? Yes, please.
You got to unmute first.
Yeah, and I'll add you.
Yeah. Is it possible for me to tell something?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, I will never be able to express in words what my feelings are at the moment, because it's too magical for me. When I heard it for the first time, the Japji, it was like magic. And I started singing mantras. And when I was really in this traumatized feeling and not knowing anymore what to do, I knew I have to stick to my mantras and to my Japji. And with my mind, I didn't know, but something inside of me knew. I have seen miracles. I cannot share them with no one. With Nanak, I can, of course, or with God, I can. Inexplainable, too magic. And now listening and seeing your faces, and also Guruka is your name?
Guruka Singh.
I'm so happy, because it's not very, very common that I can share this knowledge from the inside, feeling my vibration. And when I vibrate singing mantras every day, every night, not because I'm so good, no, because I need it, because otherwise I don't know how to get through these difficult times. But it's true, I feel so blessed and so radiant, and the knowledge that I don't have to identify myself with everything what happened. It's a choice, and we are choice makers, and every split second I can do this decision, say I go to the depressed thing, I can. God will say, okay, whatever you want, I will love you. It's okay, but I don't have to. And even when my father died and my uncle recently, I was singing them to heaven with the mantras, and I felt the most happy
one in the world. I felt so happy, and I still do. I feel so rich, and I can share it with you. And that's so beautiful that I can share it, because what I'm talking about, I cannot explain.
It's only true because you can't explain.
I will never, and that's the reason I'm more happy even. I'm even more happy that I cannot explain, because it's beyond far better than words or even experience. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic.
That's so perfect. It's magic. That's what the real magic is.
Yeah.
Vibration. It's tuning yourself. And then the magic happens in the frequency.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me the possibility to express my enthusiasm.
Thank you so much for expressing it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's really, when you were talking, I was getting like these shivers on my skin. I could feel, and this is, you get this when it's true, when it's, when your soul is talking. I could feel your heart and your energy. And that's, something that we can share and we can, just be
Yeah.
very grateful for.
And by singing, I can really I recently learned, and I'm discovering by singing every day the Joto Prem. Joto Prem Kelana. Now, and miracles happen. I finally get rid of this ego stuff in my head. It is so difficult, but I just have to, I have to sing it, and people around, miracles happen. Miracles happen, but so huge. It's wonderful.
Mhm.
Krista, I have never heard anyone express so perfectly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you too. It's by sharing our experiences that we feel that we can relate to each other, and that we can relate to the experience that we have, and we can say, okay, this is true. We can accept it, and we can embrace it even deeper, on a deeper level.
There's a word for what we're doing today, it's called vichar.
Mm.
Vichar means to sit with people of truth and to go deep into the truth together.
Beautiful. Bliss.
We're at the pivot point of the year, the spring equinox. And as we pass and the solar energy rises, we're all feeling inside of us that rising sun energy, that rising spirit, because the deeper we get connected to the flow of the seasons and the energies of the time and the lunar cycles and the solar cycles, they come inside us and we feel them. Just as the seeds are sprouting in the ground, sow the seeds that we worked on all winter in our consciousness, the things we learned that we're putting into action now. Those things are starting to sprout and to grow in our lives. And they reach their culmination in the summer with the full expression and blossoming of the joy that first sat there under the snow in the wintertime. And our spirits rise and fall in those rhythms. And the more we pull ourselves away from the clock and into the natural rhythms and feel them inside of us. It's the reason we get up before the sun, because we feel it. we feel the rising energy and it pulls us up.
Mm.
And the more we respond to those energies and flow with them, that we understand that the seeds we plant at the new moon will sprout at the full moon. The work we do in the winter will bear fruit in the summertime. Because, there's nothing outside. It's all inside. And everything we see outside is a reflection of that. So I guess what we're all doing together is keeping each other company and enjoying each other's presence while we tune ourselves to that frequency together so that we can feel that joy and know that we are part of each other.
Mm.
A discussion came up the other day about seva. What does it mean to live in service?
Mm.
Because I had this experience that, once you've done everything and you've experienced all these things and you've had all these experiences, what is there left to do when there's no place you need to go or want to be? There's nothing you desire. Then what do? Well, there's nothing left to do but serve in that moment. And then, who's serving and who's being served? Well, nobody is being served and nobody is serving. What's happening is you're becoming service.
Mm.
And what happens to you in that moment is you understand that what you're serving isn't God or the other person or anything. You're serving the moment.
Mm.
And listening deeply, we understand what each moment requires of us. This moment requires me to bite my tongue. This moment requires me to speak.
Right.
I need to do this action because this one belongs to me. I don't need to do that because that one belongs to her. It's that sensitivity in each moment of serving what the moment requires of us, not thinking up what we ought to be doing.
Right. That would be a beautiful world if we could live like that.
Well, it starts with each one of us.
Right?
So I'll start here. It is a beautiful world.
Yes, it is.
There's no would be.
No.
It is right now.
Thank you.
As we vibrate to each other, as we treat each other, the honor and the love and the respect we give each other by listening deeply and feeling each other's hearts. That's where this world exists right now.
Right. What if you sense the moment needs something else than the people you interact with? Someone asks. What do you do?
Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at a chat. I'll switch gears.
No, it's okay. You can. It's been
You
a.
tell me what the chat says. I'm just
Yes,
listening so much,
it says, what if you sense the moment needs something else than the people you interact with because they don't respect you, for instance?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The question we all ask ourselves, that we must ask ourselves, is where is my locus? Where is my location? Am I located in the minds of other people? Or am I located here? When your locus is internal, then the compass always points north.
Mm. Yes. Yes, then the respect is there.
You know, when we run out of words, there's nothing left to do but sing.
Yes. Let's.
You know, because when you can't say it, you gotta just vibrate it.
Right. Right. So this is your last final call. If no one has anything else to say, we're gonna put on the video. I will explain it one more time. The celestial, and then we can experience it. So last final call. Otherwise, all right, your chances are done. Not that I'm strong like that, but I'm gonna say now the.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I'm strong. So Pavan Guru, it's like this. You always start with left. So Pavan Guru. And then we have the water, Pani Pita. And then we have Mother Earth, Mata Dharta Mahat. So you touch the ground. You can't see it, but you can. And then we have, Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata Dharta Mahata. Divas, just like day and night. So you just, one arm is going up, the other one is going down. Divas Ra Dui Dahaidaya Kele Sagala Jagata. And then from the lap, you open your arms and it's like this. So like it's coming from the mother light.
But we'll be seeing in the video, yes?
I know, but yeah. You want to go and sing?
We can go with it.
All right, we can go with it. I listen to you, so yes, I know you have already done it many times, so
No mistakes.
no,
Go with it.
there are no mistakes, and I have to put my like this here, share this, and put here. Oh, this is the wrong one. This is us. 1 second, this is not the video I wanted to share, but it should be here.
When you do screen sharing, yeah.
Yeah, 1 second, I have.
You can pick which screen to share.
Yes, I have many share screens, you see. It's this one. Because I prepared. And I have to turn on the volume. Is it working now? I have to put play. Good. Enjoy.
Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Radoi Daya Kaile Sago Jagat Chongiyaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kainer Ke Dur Chini Nam De Ayage Ma Sakat Gar Muki uchale keti chutina Jine nam de ayage masakataka Nanakate muki uchale keti chutina Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Rajoi Daya Kaile Sago Jagat Chongiyaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kener Ke Dur Jini Nam De Ayage Ma Sakat Gar sakatga nanakte muki uchale keiti chutina Guru Panipita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Radoi Daya Kaili Sagol Jagat Chongiaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kenere Kedur Chini Nam De Ayage Masakataga Panipita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Radoi Daya Kaili Sagol Jagat Chongiaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kenere Kedur Chini Nam De Ayage Masakataga Guru Panipita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Radoi Daya Kaili Sagol Jagat Chongiaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kenere Kedur Chini Nam De Ayage Masakataga Panipita Mata Darat Mahat Devas Radoi Daya Kaili Sagol Jagat Chongiaya Buriyaya Vache Dharma Hadur Karmi Appo Apni Kenere Kedur Chini Nam De Ayage Masakataga panipita mata darat mahat Devasrajoy deidaya kaili sagol jagat Chongiaya buriyaya vache dharma hadur Karmi apo apni kener hek dur Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Panipita mata darat mahat Devasrajoy deidaya kaili sagol jagat Chongiaya buriyaya vache dharma hadur Karmi apo apni kener hek dur Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Mukhi uchle ke chutina Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Guru panipita mata dharat mahat Devasrajoy deidaya kaili sagol jagat Chongiaya buriyaya vache dharma hadur Karmi apo apni kener hek dur Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Panipita mata dharat mahat Devasrajoy deidaya kaili sagol jagat Chongiaya buriyaya vache dharma hadur Karmi apo apni kener hek dur Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga Nanak de mukhi uchle ke chutina Chini nam de ayage ma sakataga
I feel this. Woo! Thank you so much, Guruka. It's been a blessing to talk
Why
to you.
Guru?
Why, Guru? Yeah.
Hi, Guru. It's all of us together.
Yes,
You know, that's the magic.
definitely. Yes. Thank you all for being here. And love to see you on our festival. Love to see you the Wednesday when we do it live this Celestial. And next Sunday, there's another class. Yes, and are you coming to the Netherlands? They're asking.
Well, I have a wonderful travel agent. His name is Guru Ramdas.
Ah, yes,
So if he arranges my travel, I will come.
right. We'll pray to him.
You know, sometimes you feel called, you have to be someplace. And sometimes you don't even think you have to be there and you end up there anyway. So we'll see.
Yes, but you're very welcome.
I feel very welcome. Thank you so much for including me. I mean, this is the most lovely Sangha, and I feel so blessed to be part of it today. Thank you.
Thank you. So now let's tune out. I sometimes forget. Do you want to do a prayer?
Well, we should sing our song to each other because we love each other.
All right. So we sing May the Long Time Sunshine?
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to open your mic, feel free to open your mic so we can hear the voices. If not, you listen to us. But you're welcome. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to start. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way. Guide your way. Guide your way Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Jai.
Waheguru.
Waheguru.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Invite others to join us in this beautiful journey. They still can join. It's never too late. It's always the right timing when they feel called to do so. So
thank you for spreading the light. Okay.
Yes, we love it.
Okay.
There's a reason our faces are shining with joy.
True.
Love you all. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for
Have a beautiful evening.
yes.
Sadhana.
Sadhana. Spread the love, spread the light, and spread the joy. Sadhana.
I don't think we have any choice.
No.